I begin this, though, is there anyone who has any questions from what we went over in part 1? We identified stress, gave some clues, some tips on how to manage it for yourself and for your families. Anyone have a question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. I was just wondering, when we talked about how the loss, when you're talking about loss for graduation, proms and things like that, I was just wondering, is it advisable that sometime in the future, when we can start socially being close, to plan something like that, either as a family or get together with other families? Like, for example, college graduation. You'll never have a picture of yourself in a cap and gown unless you Photoshop it. Girls who are looking forward to proms have thought of a prom as almost, at least in our generation, almost like a wedding. You know, it's their first big thing. So all these things, even bar mitzvahs, which happen, you know, can't happen, or I'm not sure, but, you know, they're supposed to happen around the youngster's 13th birthday. So, you know, like today, one of my students' grandmother died. She can't go to the funeral because there's only allowed 6 people. So these are all things that there are losses. And, you know, how do you plan for them? Or should you plan for something, especially the happy occasions?
I think it's a great exercise that you're suggesting. And, you know, I don't know if there's any research on it, but clearly I would suggest that that's a great idea. I mean, weddings are going to be canceled, so they're going to have weddings eventually. And postponing them is going to be part of what happens with our culture. Never have we experienced this before. I would certainly think when you look at grieving, particularly if you look at grieving in terms of death, one of the reasons why it's important to be able to go to a service, and even whether it's a formal wake or whether there's a memorializing in some way, it does add to closure. So I would certainly say that these situations, we don't want to look at them as mourning, but that's actually what's taking place. So I think you're making a really good suggestion about being able to have a ceremony and have a celebration for those things. Great idea.
Yep. I mean, I know if some people have birthday parties now. The youngster who's having the party stands on his lawn, and all the kids that he would have invited, the parents are driving by with the windows open and waving.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard that. So no, I think we have to come up with some other ideas. But I think your idea about, you know, being able to certainly have photographs of things along those lines, or finding a celebration, I think it's too soon to make a determination about how that's going to be effectively managed, but I do think it's a great suggestion.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Oh, I appreciate it. Anyone else? Okay, so we're going to go forward tonight in using a technique called guided imagery. And guided imagery is where you close your eyes and you begin breathing, and I'm going to give you a very specific process of how to breathe in a rhythmic way. And as you're doing this, you'll be able to change your focus from things that are going on outside of you to things that are going to go on inside of you. In the initial presentation, I gave you the suggestion, if you imagine something in your mouth, you could actually have a physiological response as if that was actually taking place, and your brain would be changed. 50% of your brain is devoted to vision, and when you close your eyes, you allow yourself to become so much more aware of your senses, and that's why mindfulness is an important part. And if you close your eyes, you can become more affected by the other sensory mechanisms. So when we go through the guided imagery in a short period of time from now, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. This is a explanation of what's called square breathing. Now, most people are thoracic breathers up here. And if you breathe heavily, and most people think that taking a deep breath in is the best thing to do, and it actually is not. Once you do that, you tense muscles in the upper part of your body. You force more blood into a chamber of the heart, and then your heart chamber has to squeeze the blood out. So it's like squeezing a tennis ball. You can squeeze the tennis ball, or you can squeeze the tennis ball. So we're going to do diaphoretic breathing. Now your diaphragm is just below your rib cage. So place your hand on your diaphragm just below your rib cage. And imagine that there's a balloon in there. And now you're going to inflate the balloon by bringing in air very slowly through your nose inflating the balloon. So breathe in, inflate the balloon, hold your breath. Now breathe out and relax your shoulders. And don't breathe. Breathe in through your nose, inflate your diaphragm. Hold your breath. Breathe out, relax your neck. Don't breathe. Now, as you can see from the diagram here, the reason that it's called square breathing is that each of those four components is rhythmic. So just as long as you bring the breath in and you hold it, you release it, and then you don't breathe, that square is now going to modify your heart rhythm. So the reason that we do square breathing and diaphoretic breathing is that it actually changes the rhythm of your heart, not the heartbeats. Now, when the rhythm of your heart is in this kind of area, when it's focusing and it's functioning in a very kind of rhythmic way, it will actually change the rhythm of your brain. So we're producing what's called a coherence between your heart and your brain, frequently called the mind-body or brain-body connection. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is find a comfortable place. You don't have to be seated. You can lie down. Find a place that's very comfortable right now. I'll give you a few minutes. And then I'm going to lead you on a trip on guided imagery. We're going to hear some music in the background, some waves, some sounds of an ocean. So I'll give you a couple of minutes and then we'll begin. Okay. Now, closing your eyes, just listen to my voice. Begin to breathe rhythmically. It is not important to breathe deeply. It is important to breathe rhythmically. Find the comfortable rhythm of breathing. And each time you let out a breath, let your body relax deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper. Now imagine a space surrounding your entire body. And each time you let out a breath, allow the tension to flow from inside your body out into the space that surrounds your body. Give yourself the sensation of the tension flowing from inside your body out into the space that surrounds your body. And now let's direct your attention to your forehead. The next time you let out a breath, imagine your forehead feeling more and more relaxed and more relaxed. Imagine the tension centered in your forehead splitting and sliding across your forehead to the sides of your head. Give yourself that sensation. And allow that to take place. Now relax deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper. Now imagine that the tension has been relocated to the sides of your head, and the tension is now beginning to slide down your face, down past your eyes, past your nose, past your lips, down to your chin, and disappearing in the space that surrounds your head. And upon doing so, you may notice that your face feels slightly warmer than it did a few moments ago, and much more relaxed. Now, continue breathing rhythmically. And the next time you let out a breath, let your neck relax. Let your head feel as if it is sinking downwards or falling backwards to a pillow, to a couch, wherever you're relaxing. Feel your head getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier as you are relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You may now pay attention to your shoulders. And the next time you let out a breath, let your shoulders feel as if they're collapsing, falling downwards, backwards, perhaps into a chair or couch or a bed where you're relaxing. Feel your shoulders getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier each time you allow your body to relax and you let out a breath. You may now become aware of your hands. Become very aware of your hands. And in a few moments, you may notice a different sensation in one or both of your hands. You may notice a heaviness or a lightness, a numbness, a tingling sensation. Your hands might feel as if they're growing larger. Your fingers might feel as if they're getting longer. You may have a sensation of awareness of the space between your fingers, or have a sensation of your hands being detached from your arms at your wrists. As you notice a different sensation in one or both of your hands, allow your body to feel more and more relaxed and more relaxed. Now, direct your attention to your abdomen and relax your abdomen. Let your abdomen feel very soft and smooth and very relaxed. And continue breathing rhythmically, remembering it is not important to breathe deeply, it is important to breathe rhythmically. And each time you let out a breath, your body will relax more deeply. Now direct your attention to your lower back. And imagine any tension being centered in your spine, in your lower back. And the tension splits, sliding across your lower back to the sides of your body. And over time, you will notice that your lower back begins to feel more relaxed and slightly warmer. You may actually imagine fingertips being lightly drawn across this portion of your body, extracting the tension. Continue breathing rhythmically. And now, direct your attention to the lower portion of your body, beginning with your hips and moving down to your toes. You may now imagine the tension traveling down your legs and exiting through your feet. And upon doing so, you will notice over time that your legs grow heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier, and heavier and heavier. You may imagine that your legs are like bags filled with sand. And at the end where the toe would be, there's a hole and the sand pours out and the bags collapse. Feel your legs getting heavier and heavier, and feel your body now floating and sinking at the same time downward. Wherever you're relaxing, feel your body getting heavy and sinking and floating at the same time. Now, In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to begin to count backwards silently in your mind from 20 towards 1. And each number that you count backwards, you will relax more deeply. You will be in control of the depth and the rate of your relaxation by how far backwards you count and how quickly you do so. If you want to relax completely, count all the way backwards to 1. If you want to relax partially, count backwards to 15, 10, or 5. Begin counting backwards silently in your mind, relaxing more deeply with each number that you count backwards. Now, while you are doing that, I will be speaking with you, but you will not have to listen to my voice. Everybody knows there's a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and at times your subconscious mind will direct your behavior. At times, your subconscious mind will direct your behavior. Continue counting backwards and relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, in your mind is a video screen. It's a place where you can create images, either of experiences that have occurred in the past in the form of memories, or it can be an imagination picture, someplace you've never been to, and perhaps creating for the very first time in your mind's eye. Now create a very pleasant scene, something that will allow you to relax as you image this. You will notice some sounds of the ocean. Many people enjoy the beach. Wherever your image is now, imagine yourself being there. The beach, a stream, your backyard, a very pleasant place, comforting. And imagine being there by yourself. And while you're there, you find a place that you can relax on a towel, a blanket. You're back up against a tree by a stream or a river. Your backyard on the grass or a lounge chair. Imagine yourself being there. Your favorite time of the year. And if you're outdoors, it's warm, imagine the sunlight on your face and on your body. You may imagine the sunlight on your face and on your body. You may imagine the sunlight on your face and on your body. You may imagine the sunlight on your face and on your body. You may imagine the sunlight on your face. If you're by a stream, you may imagine perhaps the cool air surrounding you. If you're in the backyard, you may have a sensation of a light breeze going through the trees. Try to make the sensation as clear, vivid, using your senses of what you're hearing, what you're seeing in your mind's eye, what you might be feeling. And now relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and now relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and now relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and now relax very deeply, now relax very deeply, now relax. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to create a very pleasant image to dream. It will not matter what you're dreaming as long as it's a pleasant dream. It will not matter what you're dreaming as long as it's a pleasant dream. And while you're dreaming, I will be speaking with you. You will not have to listen to my voice. As you already know, there's a conscious mind and a subconscious mind, and at times, your subconscious mind can direct your behavior. At times, your subconscious mind can direct your behavior. Now begin to dream something very pleasant. Dream a pleasant dream, a pleasant dream, a pleasant dream, a pleasant dream, a pleasant dream. You may have any dream you wish as long as it's a pleasant dream. A pleasant dream, a pleasant dream, any dream you wish, as long as it is a pleasant dream. Dream, dream, pleasant dream. And now, while you're dreaming, I will give you some suggestions to help you feel more relaxed and comfortable. You do not have to listen to my voice at this point. It's important for you to remember to learn to forget. It is important for you to remember to learn to forget. You can learn to forget about unpleasant thoughts or memories, experiences, beliefs, feelings, patterns of behavior. You may learn to forget. You see, forgetting is not merely the passage of time and the atrophying of a memory. You can actually learn to forget. It is important for you to remember to learn to forget. One of the best ways of learning to forget is by letting go of a thought, a memory, a feeling, an experience. Letting go is a form of control of your mind. Every day, your body lets go of wastes, it eliminates them. And just as your body does, so your mind can as well. So eliminate from your mind unpleasant thoughts, memories, experiences, feelings, beliefs, patterns of behavior. And now, while you're letting go of those unpleasant memories or thoughts, experiences, feelings, beliefs, or patterns of behavior, you will now have the opportunity to learn a new way of thinking, of feeling, of remembering. You see, the choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. You can choose to pay attention to pleasant thoughts and pleasant images when there are unpleasant experiences around you. You may choose to control your mind by letting go of stress and maintaining your attention to areas of your life that will bring comfort to yourself, to your family. Every moment of every day, you have the opportunity to make choices. Now relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And relax deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And relax very deeply now. Relax very deeply now. You may now create an image that's soothing, pleasing, comforting. And during the next few moments when I stop speaking, you will have the opportunity to develop that image, to develop a sense, a feeling, an experience that produces comfort. Allow these next few moments to be mindful of comforting yourself. And as you do so, you will be learning how to comfort others. Create the image and relax during this period of silence. You may take this time to reflect on what you're grateful for, what you have gratitude towards. You can reflect on this time and how you're going to comfort loved ones and care for yourself. As we bring this to an end, you'll eventually open your eyes and feel refreshed and relaxed. And that period of relaxation will stay with you for some period of time. Try to carve out time each day to go through this exercise to help you become mindful, centered, balanced, and reduce your stress. I will count from 1 to 5. You'll open your eyes and feel refreshed and relaxed. The relaxation may stay with you for several days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your eyes are open, it may take you a little while to feel a bit more oriented. I'd like to make sure everybody's eyes are open, so either turn on your camera or send me a note. Good. So, how we doing? How we feel?
Good.
Yeah? Feel relaxed?
Yes.
No. Does your body feel heavy or light? Some descriptions would be helpful to me.
Very light.
Light. Does your mind feel calm? Does it feel at peace?
Yes.
So what you were able to do then was actually change the chemistry of your brain. And if we went deeper, it may have wound up in a trance, which are a very natural phenomenon for the human. We'd be in trances more often if we weren't distracted by what's going on in our lives. It comes close to what it feels like to be in a flow state, to be in an optimal sensation of being present with no other distractions. How much time did it feel like went by? How much time do you think that was?
10 minutes?
Closer to 20 or 25. So usually what happens when people are concentrating in the way I've asked you to, you will able to actually alter a sense of time and perhaps even have lost the awareness of where you were. Or any of you kind of a little surprised when you open your eyes and see yourself where you were. It's not unusual. Now, this is a great experience of intensely concentrating and being present. It's what mindfulness does, and it's what being in the moment is. It clears your mind. And I would certainly suggest that you do this on a daily basis to help comfort yourself. So any other reactions, any questions? Comments? I asked you to think about what you were grateful for, what you had gratitude towards. I hope you took advantage of that for a few moments. And on self-reflection, on meditation on a daily basis, you can start to construct things that you appreciate. During a period of time, you may still be working, but you still have the opportunity to center yourself and have a much more quiet time in your own mind to be able to comfort, to relax, and to demonstrate this towards your family. Any other comments or questions? What I would suggest that you do then, if we're going to end, if there's nothing for you to ask me, is that you try to maintain this peacefulness, and I'll give you one other suggestion. Just try to relax again with your eyes closed and place your hands on your lap. And begin breathing rhythmically with your hands on your lap. And you may now try to develop that sensation, the one where your hands either felt heavy or light, where your hands may felt like they were growing larger, your fingers might feel like they were growing more. You may have had a sensation of your hands being detached from your wrists, or a space between your fingers. Now, as soon as you have that sensation, you may allow your body to relax deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper, and deeper and deeper. Going forward throughout the day, anytime you'd like to try to help yourself relax, close your eyes for 1 to 3 minutes, do your breathing, create that sensation in one or both of your hands, and relax more deeply. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, hopefully that helped you relax and clear your mind. It'll give you a good example of how to center yourself, an experience of mind control. And while you were doing that, there were probably no other things racing through your mind, or there shouldn't have been. So, any other comments?
I think what I found most helpful is when you said pick a place that makes you feel calm. And so what I was doing was I did, and I could, not only did I felt the sun on my face and heard the water splash against the shore. So,
Yeah.
you know, and I could bring back that memory just not even talking about it. I got that same feeling.
Yeah. Well, you're a pretty creative guy, Joe, so that's pretty easy for you. But in addition to that, you can see that with your mindfulness, you've actually changed the chemistry of your brain. And that's why there should be a greater sense of relief and well-being right now. Any other comments? Questions from the first session?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Hopefully you found this helpful, our 2 sessions, and look forward to you joining some more of our presentations